Number 10. Cake. Cake is a 2014 American drama film directed by Daniel Barnes and starring Jennifer Aniston as Claire Bennett, a troubled woman who struggles with chronic pain and drug addiction. The film follows Claire as she becomes involved with a group of individuals who are dealing with their own personal problems, including a member of the group, played by Sam Worthington, who has recently attempted suicide. As she gets to know the group, Claire begins to question her own life and priorities, and learns about the power of empathy and connection. Through her interactions with the group, she discovers that she is not alone in her struggles and begins to find a sense of purpose and meaning in her life. Number 9. Just Go With It. Just Go With It is a romantic comedy film released in 2011. The film stars Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. The story revolves around a plastic surgeon, Danny, who pretends to be married in order to avoid commitment. However, things get complicated when he meets Palmer, and she falls for him. To keep up the pretense of being married, Danny enlists his office manager, Catherine, to pretend to be his soon-to-be divorced wife. The film follows their antics as they try to keep the charade going and navigate the ups and downs of a fake marriage. The film is directed by Dennis Dugan and also stars Nicole Kidman, Bailey Madison, and Dave Matthews. Number 8. He's Just Not That Into You. He's Just Not That Into You is a romantic comedy drama film that was released in 2009. The movie is based on the best-selling self-help book of the same name by Greg Behrendt and Liz Tuccillo. The movie explores the lives of several interconnected characters and their romantic struggles in Baltimore, Maryland. The characters include a woman who is looking for love, a man who is afraid to commit, and several other people who are navigating the ups and downs of relationships. The film highlights the challenges of modern dating and the importance of communication in relationships. Through its various storylines, the movie explores the different reasons why men and women might not be into each other and the impact of these unrequited feelings on the people involved. Number 7. The Good Girl. The Good Girl is a dark comedy drama film that was released in 2002. The movie stars Jennifer Aniston as Justine Last, a bored and unhappy cashier who works at a big box store in a small Texas town. Justine leads a monotonous life, stuck in an unhappy marriage with her husband Phil, and struggling to find meaning in her existence. One day, she meets a charming and free-spirited artist named Holden Werther, and the two begin a secret affair. The relationship allows Justine to escape the monotony of her life, but it also leads her down a dangerous path as she becomes more involved in Holden's troubled life. The film explores themes of loneliness, dissatisfaction, and the consequences of seeking happiness in the wrong places. Number 6. Dumplin. Dumplin is a coming-of-age film that follows the story of Willoughby Dixon, a confident and rebellious teenager who decides to participate in a local beauty pageant in honor of her late mother, who was a former beauty queen. As she trains for the pageant, Willoughby forms bonds with other outcasts who also enter the competition, and together they challenge the traditional beauty standards of their small Texas town. As the pageant unfolds, Willoughby learns to embrace her individuality and encourages others to do the same, causing a revolution in the town and inspiring those around her to accept themselves for who they are. Number 5. Derailed. Derailed is a psychological thriller film that was released in 2005. The movie follows the story of Charles Shine, a married man who has a chance encounter with a mysterious woman named Lucinda Harris. Charles is drawn into a dangerous and steamy affair with Lucinda, which leads to a series of events that spiral out of control and put Charles' life, family, and career in jeopardy. As Charles tries to extricate himself from Lucinda's grip, he is pulled deeper into a web of deceit and violence. The film explores themes of infidelity, accession, and the consequences of one's actions. Number 4. Bruce Almighty. Bruce Almighty is a comedy film about a man named Bruce Nolan who is unhappy with his life and feels that God is not giving him what he wants. One day, he is visited by God, who who gives him the powers of a deity to see if he can do a better job. Bruce quickly realizes the power and responsibility that come with being God, and he uses his newfound abilities to try to make his life better. However, things do not go as planned, and Bruce must learn to balance his desires with the needs of others. The film is a comedic look at the idea of what would happen if a normal person was given the power of a deity, and explores themes of love, responsibility, and the meaning of life. Number 3, We're the Millers. We're the Millers is a comedy film directed by Ross and Marshall Thurber, released in 2013. The movie follows the story of a small-time pot dealer, David Clark, who is forced by his boss to go to Mexico to pick up a shipment of drugs. To avoid attracting attention, David creates a fake family to pose as vacationers. Along the way, they encounter a series of obstacles and hijinks that test the bonds of their newly formed family. Through their journey, they learn to appreciate each other and the importance of being a true family, despite their differences. Number 2, Marley and Me. Marley and Me is a comedy drama film about a young couple, John and Jenny Grogan, who adopt a mischievous but lovable Labrador retriever named Marley. The film follows the family as they navigate the ups and downs of life with their wild and uncontrollable pet, who tests their patience and resilience, but ultimately brings them closer together. Throughout the film, Marley teaches the Grogans important lessons about love, responsibility, and the importance of family. The film is based on a memoir by journalist John Grogan and explores the theme of the bond between a pet and its owner. Number 1, Office Space. Office Space is a comedy film that was released in 1999. The film follows the story of a disillusioned and frustrated office worker named Peter Gibbons, who hates his job and the daily grind of corporate life. When Peter undergoes hypnotherapy, he becomes more relaxed and carefree, and he eventually quits his job. However, he soon discovers that his former boss and coworkers are embezzling money from the company, and he decides to take advantage of the situation by joining in on the scheme. Throughout the film, Peter and his friends navigate their way through the corporate world, and they experience a series of comical mishaps along the way. The film is a satire of office life and corporate culture, and it has become a cult classic in the years since its release.